Attention, Who Dat Nation. We're standing at a critical juncture, a moment that will define the very essence of our New Orleans Saints' future. The whispers from inside the building are becoming roars. Strategic moves are being made, and the draft board is already shifting in ways that will send shockwaves through the league. There's an urgent, undeniable energy around our team right now, and if you bleed black and gold, you need to be locked in. Before we dive into the insider details that no one else has, do me a favor. If you love this team and want to keep getting this unfiltered access, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers and show the world our passion.
All right, let's get into the first piece of intelligence, a move that flew under the radar for many, but not for us. On Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, our New Orleans Saints officially announced the hiring of former player Will Clapp as an offensive assistant coach. Now, on the surface, this might seem like a simple feel-good story, a former Saint who recently retired, returning to the organization where his NFL journey began. And yes, there's a certain sentimental value to that. But let me tell you folks, in the NFL, sentimentality rarely dictates significant hires. This isn't just about bringing a familiar face back into the fold. This is a strategic, calculated move from within the Saints brass. Will Clapp spent 5 seasons in the league, played multiple positions on the offensive line, and he knows this system, this locker room, and this city inside and out. He understands the nuances, the pressures, the expectations. His intimate knowledge of the offensive line, having played alongside many of the current starters, or at least in the same schemes, provides an invaluable resource to our coaching staff. When you talk about developing young talent, about refining technique, about understanding blocking schemes from a player's perspective, Clapp brings a unique first-hand insight that most coaches simply cannot replicate. This isn't just an assistant, this is an embedded asset. He's been in the trenches, he's lived it. His ability to communicate complex concepts from a player's viewpoint could be the secret sauce for unlocking the full potential of our offensive line, which, let's be honest, has shown flashes but also struggled with consistency. The impact of this hire could be far more significant than the initial press release suggests. It's about building cohesion, fostering understanding, and translating coaching philosophy into on-field execution. But here's the burning question, the one that keeps me up at night. Is this move a foundational piece for a new offensive philosophy, or is it a reactive measure to address deeper, more systemic issues that are bubbling to the surface? Because if it's the latter, then this feel-good story might just be a band-aid on a much larger wound. And what does that larger wound look like when we consider our offensive firepower, or lack thereof? If you want to keep getting exclusive insights, behind-the-scenes scoops, and the real talk about our New Orleans Saints, you absolutely need to subscribe right now. Don't miss a single crucial update. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the Who Dat Nation.
Now let's pivot from the coaching staff to the future of our offense, because this next piece of intel is sending shockwaves through the draft community. We're talking about a dominant performance at the NFL Combine, a player who absolutely exploded onto the scene. And now, the whisper is that our New Orleans Saints should be targeting Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love with the 8th overall pick in the upcoming draft. 8th overall. Let that sink in for a second. Look, our running back situation has been a topic of intense debate. While Alvin Kamara is still a dynamic force, the need for a consistent, game-breaking presence alongside him, or even as his successor, is undeniable. And Jeremiah Love, after his combine performance, has elevated himself into that conversation. We're talking about a back with elite speed, incredible burst, and the kind of versatility that Sean Payton used to dream about. He ran a blazing 40-yard dash, displayed exceptional agility in drills, and showed a natural ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. This isn't just a good running back. This is a superstar in the making, the kind of player who can transform an entire offense. Imagine the possibilities. A fresh, young talent, ready to tear through defenses, taking the pressure off our quarterback and opening up the play-action game. The tactical analysis here is simple. If Love is available at 8 and he fits the vision for a more dynamic, explosive offense, you absolutely have to consider it. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about injecting pure, unadulterated electricity into our offensive scheme. He could be the missing piece, the spark plug that ignites our running game and creates mismatches all over the field. But let's be real, the Saints have other needs too, and drafting a running back this high is always a contentious decision. It's a bold move, a high-stakes gamble. The question isn't just whether he's good enough, but whether he's the right pick for a team with so many lingering questions. Because even if you get a superstar back, what good is he if the guy handing him the ball isn't the long-term answer?
And this, my friends, is where all these stories converge, where the pressure builds, and where the severity of our situation truly hits home. We're talking about Will Clapp, a potential superstar running back, and now, the future of Derek Carr. The staying power of quarterback Derek Carr in New Orleans is on the chopping block, folks. His future here is absolutely in question, but any concrete movement, any definitive decision is completely dependent on a trade or free agency market that, quite frankly, has not developed as our franchise expected. This is a critical decision, a moment that will define the trajectory of our team for years to come. The Saints are in a precarious position. They invested heavily in Carr, and while he's shown flashes, the consistency hasn't been there. The emotional intensity around his performance, the fan sentiment, it's palpable. People want answers. And now the market isn't cooperating. This creates a massive domino effect. If Carr stays, what does that mean for the offensive philosophy Will Clapp is there to help implement? If we draft Jeremiah Love, does that truly elevate Carr's game, or does it merely mask underlying issues that a new quarterback might solve? The front office is in a bind. They can't force a trade if no one is biting, and they can't simply cut him without absorbing a significant financial hit. This isn't just about Derek Carr anymore. It's about the financial flexibility of the entire franchise, the ability to make moves, to sign free agents, to truly compete. This stagnant market for Carr directly impacts every single decision, from coaching hires to high draft picks. It ties our hands. It stifles our ability to truly rebuild or retool. The uncertainty surrounding Carr is a dark cloud hanging over the entire organization. It's impacting morale, it's impacting planning, and it's impacting our potential to build a true contender. So what do the Saints do? Do they hold on to him and hope the market shifts? Or do they make a painful, decisive move that could reset everything, knowing full well the consequences? This is a decisive moment, Who Dat Nation. The pieces are moving, the board is set, and the future of our New Orleans Saints hangs in the balance. From strategic coaching hires like Will Clapp to potential game-changing draft picks like Jeremiah Love, all of it is overshadowed by the looming question mark over Derek Carr's tenure. These aren't just headlines. These are the foundational shifts that will shape our next season and beyond. The decisions made now will echo for years. What do you think is the most urgent issue the Saints need to address? Should they be aggressive in finding a trade partner for Carr, or give him another year with new pieces around him? Let me know in the comments below. This is our team, and together we'll navigate these turbulent waters. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and as always, Who Dat?